You are listening to the Mark Lesko Podcast, a podcast by diehard fans for fans. Mark covers all things Penn State football and the Pittsburgh Steelers, as well as anything related to the sports and fitness world. Tune in weekly to listen to a couple of dedicated fans talk about these topics without filters. Thank you for listening to the Mark Lesko Podcast.
All right, everybody. Welcome back in to another episode of the Mark Lesko Podcast. Joined by longtime viewer, Joe. Joe, how do you pronounce your last name? I think I've been saying it wrong this whole time.
Quirch.
Quirch?
Yeah, like that.
And your dad's name is Carlos Quirch. Okay.
Yes, sir. So my dad was a former letterman under Paterno, 1977 to 1979. So I've been around the program my whole life. And I was actually named after Joe Paterno, which is my dad was really cool.
That's cool, man. Yeah, so it's good to have you on, finally. We've been trying to get you on for a while. Just, everyone's busy, so we can't always line it up. But Brett, he's busy right now, so he can't come on, which is fine. So it's me and Joe. But we're just going to talk about the head coaching search right now and everything that's going into that. I've heard a lot of names.
Yeah.
From Urban Meyer to Deion Sanders to Matt Rule to John Gruden, Drinkowitz, Mike Elko. Did I name them all? Is there any more?
You say Lane Kiffin?
Lane Kiffin. Yep, that's another one.
Yeah.
And I've been putting out shorts and stuff on YouTube and stuff like that, and I'm hearing everything from Urban Meyer would never coach at a trash school like Penn State to my friends, cousins, uncles, son twice removed, was in the meeting room with Matt Rule yesterday, and he said he's not leaving Penn State. So, I've heard everything from the commenters to the sources that I have. According to some, I have no sources. I just get my information off of X. So, Joe, the social media world goes round and round. So,
for sure. I mean, what is Rule supposed to say to his team if they want a yes or no answer? I mean, you can't just beat around the bush. You gotta give them something. Or else the team's gonna stop playing.
Yeah, I mean, what he said in his first presser to me was so shocking because to me, it said everything he said was, if you offer me enough, I'm taking the job. That's how I took it.
Yeah, no, I didn't. He did not give any definitive answer. Yes or no. We heard none of that.
So, and then even in his Pat McAfee interview, he was like, yeah, this is a destination job. They're going to find whoever it is. Imagine how good we'll be next year. And again, it's like, it's a destination job, right? So, and imagine how good we'll be next year when I take all my players to Penn State and they all play there. So,
yeah,
again, it's like, I don't know. Nothing he said to me has indicated anything except for the fact that if you offer me the right amount of money, I'm going to come to Penn State. I mean, it makes the most sense for him to come there. So,
1,000%.
But I thought it was fitting that I say this when Joe's on, because Joe was one of the people asking about it. This channel is now monetized. So I applied today for the application to become monetized, which starts us at super chats, memberships. You guys can send us support via the chat and stuff like that. So we are now monetized. So
wow. Congrats.
That's awesome.
That's great.
Yeah, thanks, man. I told Brett earlier, but the application is in process right now, and we're at 784. I think, in subscribers. Once we get to 1,000, there's 2 different levels. So 500 subs, 3,000 watch hours. We passed 3,000 watch hours. And again, I deleted a lot of content before when I was on here with Austin. So that kind of set us back, but we're now at 3,000 right now. And once you get to 4,000 watch hours and 1,000 subs, then you hit the next tier. But once this application is done, then you guys will be able to support us on here. So I know a lot of you have been asking about that, and it's almost there. So finally, man, I started this channel in February 22. So it takes time, man. It takes time. It took us time. I've always said that, I'm not a former player or anything like that. I'm not an ex-athlete on college or the NFL, whatever. So, you really got to work to build it up. So, but, yeah, Joe, what I've been hearing is I heard today Urban Meyer was really on the table. And then I also heard that he's not now. I've heard Matt Rule is like the definitive guy that's going to take the job. I've heard Deion Sanders, he was getting consideration. Even though, Joe, I get all my information from X. That's what I've heard.
All right. Well, regarding Matt Rule, I think it's interesting that all of our decommits are getting Nebraska offers. I don't know if you've noticed that. Just like a little random. Most of them, at least.
I mean, Matt Rule makes the most sense, man. Honestly, there's everything about that just makes sense. He is a Penn State guy. He loves Penn State. He wanted to coach here before Franklin. He was in the running to get it before Franklin, as well as Urban Meyer.
Yeah, I wasn't really covering it back in 2014. Like, who were like the finalists that fans were talking about?
I mean, I heard a story from a reputable source that Urban Meyer had his contract signed, but the Board of Trustees wouldn't finalize his contract. They just didn't finalize it. I heard that Matt Rule he really wanted the job, but they just wouldn't let him sign it, and they took Franklin. Now Franklin at the time, man, he wasn't a bad hire. I mean, he had a good resume, and Jeff, I think Raiola would come with Rule. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, there's the whole NIL side of that, but I think he would come with him. So, and for those of you out there that say, and again, none of us can know absolutely. My sources are not just on X. I have good sources who also have good sources. And these are people in the know. And pretty much what it comes down to is I think it's Rule's job to lose, and I've said this, and people say it's Franklin 2.0. His record is terrible. It's worse than Franklin's against top teams. Listen, he's been a program builder, and he was in the NFL, but he's been a program builder at Temple, at Baylor. To say that his record is worse than Franklin's, yes. I mean, Franklin was at Penn State. Okay, that's a top 5 job. That's a top 5 resources school. So, yeah, obviously his record's going to be worse. I mean, what do you expect? So, I think that's a load of BS. I think he's a football guy. He's going to embrace NIL and the portal, which Franklin never did fully. I mean, all the stories that we've said on here, Landon Tangwell confirmed one of them about his contract in the offseason. Chris Gorky comes on here who really knows his stuff and drops all this news, and then like a week later, everyone else starts talking about it. But if he comes here, he's a football guy. He'll embrace NIL. He'll embrace the portal. He'll have all the support he needs, man. Unlimited support. We have not seen the power of Penn State NIL support because Franklin was here. No one liked him. He was extremely arrogant. I mean, he just was not liked at all by many people, unfortunately. I really wanted it for him, but it didn't work out. So, Rule makes the most sense. Whether you like it or not, he makes the most sense. And I do think, like I said, if he comes here, he's going to have unlimited support from everybody. I mean, if we can get Pagola in the mix, we could get everybody. I mean, I was told today that, like Bear Alexander, for example, in the portal, they could have gotten him. He was locked in, but they wouldn't pay him. So he was hurting this program, Franklin, clearly. Terry's not going to get – what's that?
Jim Knowles money on some of the recruits or transfers last year. If we use some of Knowles' contract money to help out with Alexander, it's not like that was a great hire for us.
Well, there was an ESPN article that came out yesterday that I read that a former staffer said they were either going to win it all or implode this year. A former staffer said Aller would have won the Heisman elsewhere, which I think is true, man. Like, Franklin does not have a good resume when it comes to quarterbacks. I mean, he was a quarterback coach. He was an OC. He was an assistant head coach. He coached DBs. He coached receivers. He coached pretty much everything that surrounds the quarterback, and he comes here, and Hackenberg was not as good. Aller totally imploded. I mean, I don't think he was as good. I don't think he was that great, but he could have been better for sure if I think he had some better coaching. McSorley could have been better. He was really good, but he could have been better. I mean, for example, the Rose Bowl game against USC, I mean, he lost us that game when he threw that pick at the end. And then Sean Clifford, who I can't stand, but I swear, like they said this on Landon Tingwell's show too, like I swear Sean Clifford and Liam Clifford have like dirt on this staff or something for them to be playing here, honestly. Like Liam Clifford should be on our practice squad. Like, he's not good. That's just a fact of it. He should not be a Division I receiver. So, and Sean, Anthony Morelli 2.0 to me, he just, I hated watching him play, but I don't know, man. Like, changes need to happen, and Franklin would not change, and it got him fired. So, yeah. Why not Terry Smith? Marcus Freeman was a DC when Notre Dame gave him the job with no head coaching experience. I mean, I don't know, man. Like, those interim coaches, I've said that they just usually don't pan out as head coaches. Like, you just don't really see that. Sharon Moore, that's not going well. So, would someone like Joe Brady fit well in a program like Penn State? As long as he embraces NIL in the portal, absolutely. He could be a home run hire. And credit goes to Franklin for giving him a big boost in the coaching world. I could see Meyer at PSU, but he is old. Probably slightly better job. I don't know. I think Meyer would and could come here. I heard today that he was on the table. Now he's not. Yeah, I think a young coach is definitely better. But he would come here and win now. Urban Meyer, like, I'd give him 3-4 years, and he would probably have us playing for a title, if not winning one. Do you trust Pat Kraft? Yeah, I do, 100%. Urban Meyer's not coming to Penn State. Okay. All right, Murray. Well, I'm going to call Urban Meyer right now, and I'm going to tell him that, hey, don't come to Penn State because Murray York said you're not coming to Penn State. So, Joe, do you know anybody that knows Urban Meyer that can contact him right now? Are you muted? You might. I can't hear you. It just said you were muted. But yeah, I'll let him know, Murray. Joe, if you go out and come back in, that sometimes helps. I don't know if it's a Gronk season. That's his hashtag, Gronk season. So, yeah, there's just a lot of names being thrown around. I think the most legitimate possibility is Matt Rule, but, no one knows. At the end of the day, I talked to Brett earlier. No one knows. But, again, guys, we are now monetized, so I applied for it. Once it goes through, I guess it takes a couple weeks. Then you guys will be able to support us on here, and lots of people have asked. Joe, can you hear me?
Yeah. Can you hear me now?
Yep. Yep. So, yeah, do you know anybody that knows Urban Meyer that can tell him not to come?
Nah, I do not. My dad does know Joe Brady, though, believe it or not.
Does he? Okay.
So, and he has Brady was at Penn State for a little bit, I think, as a student coach, maybe, or something like that.
Yeah, I think I'll look up his resume here. But he was at Penn State. I think he was a grad assistant.
Yeah.
William and Mary. So he played receiver at William and Mary from 13 to 14. He was the linebackers coach at William and Mary. Penn State GA from 15 to 16. Good years. You know. And then he was at LSU. Then he was at Carolina Panthers. Then at the Bills. So he went from offensive coordinator at the Panthers to quarterbacks coach at the Bills, interim OC. Now he is the OC. So, yeah, he has a pretty impressive resume, man. And I think he's a football guy for sure. I mean, he's coaching one of the best quarterbacks of all time, in my opinion. And Murray, you didn't offend us, man. I'm just messing with you. Congrats. Thanks, Joe Paul.
There's the Pagula connection there too at Buffalo. So
100%, yeah. And I know this pretty certainly that Pagula did not like Franklin, and he got no money from Pagula. I mean, Franklin really, really put us in a tough spot, man. Honestly, and I've said it for years that he should be let go. I sit on here that Pat Kraft needs to call me, man. Get my thoughts, honestly.
But regarding Franklin's consistency, I know that gets hyped up a lot, but any other coach would probably have a similar record as Franklin. Regardless of winning the big games, just winning the games that you're supposed to win. I mean, we're favored in pretty much all these games, so I feel like most coaches that could have stepped in would have a positive record. And I don't know. That's just my thoughts on that.
Yeah, so the thing is with a lot of this is, Joe Paul, by the way, the buy me a coffee thing, something happened to my account, so I refunded you. So make sure you got that back. But again, soon we'll be able to be monetized on here. So, yep, good. Yep, something just happened with my account, man. So, I'll just take this stuff on here when we can. But thank you, Joe Paul. Sorry about that. But it's kind of out of my control. But I'm glad you got it back. So I'd take Franklin over Brian Kelly. Yeah. See, I don't know, Joe. What do you what do you think? What do you think? Who we got to take? Eric Morris. Eric Morris is a guy that I think no one's really considering that I'm sure they've talked to. So his quarterback resume is really good, but he's at North Texas right now, and he's a sleeper, man. He's a sleeper. I think he would be a good choice. Recruited Cam Ward to Incarnate Word. This is Eric Morris. Played at Texas Tech. Recruited Cam Ward. John Mateer, he now has a good quarterback under him. Well, a quarterback under him right now that's playing pretty well. And yeah, Murray, you're right. That's a good point. That some decent D2 and D3 coaches out there. Yep. Ohio State hired Jim Tressel. Yep. 100%. Oh, that's not your fault, Joe. Yep. Joe came from Brown, Kirk Fitzpatrick. There's some sleeper names like Eric Morris, man. That's a guy that really, honestly, he stands out to me big time because he's young. I mean, okay, so he is, let's do the math. So if he was 22 in 2010, that means he's in his mid 30s right now. So he's almost my age. He's close to Marcus Freeman's age. Few possibilities. Urban Meyer. Okay, he's a win now guy. Joe Brady is a guy who I think would be solid. Matt Roll I mean, he's a permanent hire. I mean, he's not leaving. Eric Morris, young guy. Marcus Freeman, young guy. Mike Elko, I don't know. Drink, I don't know about him. I mean, here's the thing about Cignetti too, Joe. Like, he's unproven, and
That's
like
true.
he's been in D1 2 years. Like it could go any direction for them. They could be multiple national champions, and they could crash and burn. I didn't really want him, and he's an older guy, so he's gonna retire at Indiana, as far as I know. You know what I mean? So, because he's older. So, what are you thinking, Joe?
Oh, I just think Fran Brown might be in the mix too.
Fran Brown.
Syracuse. I mean, he's from Georgia, DC. Maybe you want to take the Kirby Smart path, take a Georgia guy, Georgia coordinator, and obviously he's in the region right now. He's doing pretty well over there. Just beat Clemson. I think he's someone that would definitely get consideration because he's already getting asked about it in press conferences. I've seen some stuff.
Yeah, Fran Brown got mad. Drink got mad. So, I mean, these guys are like, I don't know. It's just, again, with Matt Rhule's press conference, like, bro, like that was, if you want Matt Rhule as the head coach, man, I couldn't have gone better, honestly, because he was just like, yeah, I love Penn State, this and that. And it's like, to me, it was so obvious that he was like giddy as a schoolgirl that
they're playing right
that
now.
It opened up,
Yeah.
Now answer me this. What is the new coach getting into? Roster good? It all depends, honestly, who comes. I mean, here's the thing. We lost a lot of recruits, but if we get a solid coach, and I heard today that if Matt Rhule like makes a bowl game, for example, we're going to hear like 2 weeks beforehand, and then he's going to come, and then they're going to play the bowl game without their head coach. That's what would happen with him. So he could bring some guys back in, and he'll bring a lot of guys with him. The thing about Matt Rhule, what you want to do is you want to bring your quarterback with you because then you have a quarterback. That's the most important piece. And then your O-line. The O-line is the most important piece for a head coach, but you want to make sure you have a quarterback. So he's going to bring his own guys. I think flipping guys to Nebraska may or may not be a thing where he brings them here. Like Franklin brought a lot of guys from Vandy. He flipped Saquon from Rutgers. He brought Trace from Vanderbilt. Like, he brought a lot of guys with him to Penn State. So Matt Rhule will do the same thing. In terms of the current roster, I don't know. I think he might be able to keep some guys and bring guys with him. So I think the roster would be okay, but that's kind of a wait and see game for sure. And then in terms of recruiting, I think he would get some guys back or.
Yeah, it's got to be. Hopefully the players on the team like the new coach, so they stay. But then obviously you got to imagine all the recruits are going to flip to Penn State, and that's just how it usually works out. So I wouldn't really worry about recruiting too much because we're going to get that new head coach's recruits as soon as he flips.
I don't want Manny Diaz. I don't know about you. I don't want him. No. So Joe, you're a Penn State fan, but you live in Florida. You live in Central Florida, right?
Yeah, well, South Florida. I mean, college-wise, Central Florida, but obviously my
parents you were at the Orange Bowl last year. You've been to Miami games. You were at a Florida game recently, Florida, Texas.
Yeah.
You had really good seats in the end zone there.
Yeah.
So I don't know how much you follow Florida football and stuff like that, but do you think it's at all possible that like a Franklin – because here's the thing. I think Franklin takes a TV job for right now, and I don't know about it. And Urban Meyer. People say Urban Meyer is going to take the Florida job. It's like, okay, if he was going to take the Florida job, why didn't he take it like years ago? He could have been there already. Why would he wait? I think he wants to be at Penn State. And the video that I sent you today was Zach Smith on Menace 2 Sports. Good podcast. He hates Penn State, but good podcast. He said that he's been told that Urban Meyer wants the job, but the old heads on the board don't want him there. So short rebuild.
I think it depends how many people will transfer out on our team right now. If we can, You're good.
We have to look at next season. We can't expect much from next season, obviously. Like, we can't expect much. But if Matt Roll comes in or Urban Meyer,
the schedule next year is more favorable if you looked at it.
Yeah, it's not terrible.
I think we play USC at home. That's like one of our tougher games.
Play Michigan. We don't play Oregon. We don't play Ohio State. But Urban is going to Michigan State, Murray York State.
Yeah. Also, Florida, I'm pretty sure everything I've been hearing is Napier's gone after this week. They have a bye week. Yeah, like almost certain.
So he's getting canned.
Yeah, because they have a bye week next week, so I think they're just letting him play out this week.
Who do they play this week?
Mississippi State.
Well, they just beat Texas, man. Texas isn't good, but I don't know. It's just like if you're going to fire him, you should have fired him a while ago. I just don't see Urban Meyer going there either.
Yeah.
If Urban Meyer would take a job, I think it's Penn State. Murray York, what makes you say that Urban's going to Michigan State? That doesn't really make sense to me. Meyer's actually younger than Cignetti, but yeah. Yeah, exactly. He's a win-now guy, Jared Allen. That's why he would make sense. And, again, like Ohio State, he would have a disciple that would follow him. I would hope that he would like it here. They would treat him well. But he'd probably give us a disciple, and we'd be set. I don't know who it would be. Because Ryan Day, man, his winning percentage is really good. He's a solid coach, but he's beaten Michigan, one time? And he's corny. He's corny as hell. And he has one national title. So who knows? It could be a guy like that. It could be like a Brian Hartline type guy. I don't know who Urban Meyer would bring with him, but there's so many possibilities out there. I'm just glad that Franklin's gone because we know, God, that sucked. That sucked so long. Knowing that nothing was going to change. And Brett's a big recruiting guy, man. He's always sending me recruiting stuff, and I would always tell him, like, dude, we'll see how it plays out because Franklin is the coach. So, Urban Meyer.
I had hope for this year. Hopefully, Franklin figured out best team, seniors, etc. But it seems like the team bought out after one loss, and that's on the coach, to be honest. If your players just buy out after one loss. So it's really unfortunate.
Yeah. I just don't know all the possibilities that could happen with this. I mean, there's so many possibilities, man. Honestly, I don't think Terry Smith would be the head. I think Chris, like Chris said, going 7-0 the rest of the year Chris has a better shot at playing quarterback at Penn State. We would win a natty with Meyer, but also catch a scandal. Yeah.
Do you think Terry would still be on the staff? Ideally, ideally we hope so. But do you think a new coach would keep Terry?
Urban Meyer is a smart guy. He'll come in. He'll keep. My guess would be Poindexter. He would keep Terry Smith. He would keep probably Troutwine. I know this year hasn't gone that well, but overall, I think he's a solid coach. Probably keep Knowles. I would hope he'd keep a letterman like Dan Connor because he's up and coming. Yeah. That's another unfortunate thing about what Franklin did, man, is like he's put a lot of guys in tough spots. I did hear back in 2010s that Meyer had interest in Penn State and had a house in Boalsburg, or was looking at homes in Boalsburg. Yeah, he had a house here. His daughter, I believe his daughter played volleyball here. So, he was 100% Penn State, man. He loved Joe Paterno. Mm-hmm. I mean, he was ready to take his job. He was ready to step in after Joe left. That was 100% without a doubt happening. That's why Ohio State fans are one of the worst fan bases in all sports. They're spoiled. They don't understand. They can't comprehend the fact that Urban Meyer wasn't like diehard Ohio State and he almost came to Penn State and they've done all this winning and they send Ryan Day threats when they're in the playoffs. Like that's fan base is horrendous. And they don't know how lucky they are. So it won't last forever though, Joe. That's the thing. It won't last forever. So
I mean, if it's not us, we're praying somebody's gonna poach Hartline to slow down their receivers. We just need their coaches need to start getting poached, and then it'll start to go down. I feel like, especially their recruiter, Ohio State's like Hartline. as soon as he gets out of there, I think they'll take a break a little bit. And yeah, I feel like that's how it'll start if it does happen.
Joe, who do you think is the head coach? Who do you think?
For us?
Yeah.
If Rule says no, I feel like I feel like a lot of people are warming up to Drinkowitz right now. Like at least some Penn State fans, because the idea of Prabula coming back for his last year, and they have like another 5-star recruit from PA too. So he's been pretty good at recruiting Pennsylvania guys. So that's definitely a possibility.
Who was that backup Penn State lost out on? What was his name?
The guy that went to Auburn?
No, he went to Missouri. He was a PA kid too.
Zollers. That's
Zollers. Yeah, see, Zollers is another guy that Penn State wanted. He's a solid kid too.
So yeah, PA quarterbacks coming back.
You know. So Urban Meyer would come back to repair his image. Yeah, UNLV basketball head coach Jerry Tarkanian, who still has a stain on his career with the off-the-field issues with his ethics and recruiting. Yeah, see, that's the thing, man. It makes a lot of sense for Urban Meyer. It makes a lot of sense for Matt Rule. It makes a lot of sense for Marcus Freeman, man. I mean, he's coming to a bigger school, and he would have unlimited resources too. So I've heard nothing bad about Marcus Freeman. Heard nothing bad about Matt Rule. Urban Meyer, that's a different story, but there's just a lot of possibilities, man. I mean, I don't know. There's so many ways this thing could go, but I think no matter what, with Pat Kraft as our head guy, it's going to be a good hire no matter what. It could be Joe Brady. So
I trust him. No matter what, I mean, he'll get the right guy. I feel like through interviews and whatnot.
Whoever will embrace the transfer portal, like a Dante Moore's out there, would bring him in. You know, we need a guy that'll do that because at the end of the day, we just want to win.
Yeah.
So, Bill Walsh at Stanford. Yeah. I mean, people got to give Bill Belichick some time. I mean, I know that the audio came out of him and his girlfriend coaching and stuff, and that's really stupid and weird. Jordan Hudson is a borderline lunatic, I think, but yeah, I don't know, man. We'll see. I don't know exactly where this could go. But I've heard a lot. I've heard a lot of different stuff. So, would you text me earlier, Joe? You said that you said we'll rally. Yeah, you said would be nice. I don't know how 100% true that is, though, about Meyer. We'll rally behind whoever the guy is. Trust Kraft to get someone good. Yeah, I think Kraft is going to get us someone good no matter what. So, you know. Lost your sound again. That's weird. No. Yeah, that's another thing. We get a group of 5 guy. Indiana has to be grinding their teeth now because they just gave Cignetti an extension. And now Penn State forced them to bet the farm.
My back?
Yeah, you're good. Yeah, I don't know, man. I thought that was kind of weird. I know they want to extend the guy, but mid-season, man,
Cignetti?
Take is it Michigan State? Take them plus 28 because there's been a lot of distractions here the past couple of weeks. They beat Oregon, got beat up. Cignetti just gets signed. I thought that was a weird move on his part. He's very self-centered. You know, he could have waited.
I think Kiffin's trying to get an extension too. I saw something like that. So we're gonna end up getting a lot of coaches a pay raise for sure.
Yeah, Lane Kiffin, he's in talks already. Could you imagine 3 games into it beats the number 1 team twice? Penn State is a bigger school than Notre Dame, but Notre Dame has more money. Is that a fact? I read rumors that they already had Meyer on the radar. Yeah. Penn State is bigger school. I mean, is that a fact, Mike?
Did you hear that Indiana has a bigger alumni base now? Signetti said that in his interview.
I'm sure he did.
On his extension, he said.
Did he tell us? What did he say?
He was just saying that, I don't know, I'm going to retire here, etc. And then Indiana has now the largest alumni base in the country. And I searched it up, and apparently they just passed Penn State.
Oh, yeah?
I did not know that.
What is Franklin going to talk about on game day tomorrow? I have no idea. He'll just
That'll be
interesting.
Yeah. Do you think he's gonna trash us, or I don't know?
I think he's gonna make an announcement like, "Hey guys, I'm gonna join game day," or "Penn State sucks," or "I'm suing them." I don't know.
We'll see.
Valuation according to The Athletic has Notre Dame 4th, Penn State 11th in terms of money. I mean, I don't know exactly what goes into that, but like I just said, we have not seen the full NIL power of Penn State because Franklin was here and everyone hated him. So, what is Franklin going to talk about? Yeah, I don't know what he's going to talk about. Like, why is he? I don't know.
I mean, hockey's thriving right now. If we get Pagula on board with football, I mean, I think.
Oh yeah.
Pagula single-handedly paid for so many players on our hockey team, especially McKenna.
Yeah, he got $800K, which is insanely high for a hockey player. That's a good point. Franklin will set his legacy tomorrow, either political or neutral victim. I don't know what he's going to do, man. To be honest, I don't really care to watch it, but I probably will. Why not? I have PTSD from hearing him talk.
I guess.
And dude,
I wonder what happened when Kraft fired him. If Franklin tried to change his mind, accepted it, all that. I would love to know the details about.
It was already in the talks, man. You could tell after the game, Franklin was totally defeated. He knew he was getting fired. I heard that him and Kraft really got into it after the game. Were shouting, and Kraft was pissed. But Franklin knew he was getting fired, man. I do think after that Oregon game, I said after the Oregon game, Franklin needs to be fired because I was like, this does not look good, because they had not looked good all season, and then they lose to Oregon like they did. I think after that, I think Kraft said, if you don't win in Oregon, a big game, which to me, man, wasn't even that big of a game, you know?
I mean, it used to be teams that were underdogs to we'd lose to, but we were favorites versus Oregon, so that argument is not even applies. I mean, we were a favorite to win the game.
Yeah, that's a good point. Drinkwitz has been the chatter in the Midwest. Dillingham has been the talk about out west. Goalish in the South. Franklin on College Game Day will be the worthless drama of the View, but for men. Probably.
I think Goalish is a good coach. I just don't know.
Which head coaching hire would make the most decommitments come back to Penn State? Urban Meyer, Freeman, and Matt Rule.
Freeman would be insane. Because you got to imagine Adams and O'Brien would flip if we did that.
Dude, Joe Brady is not coming back to Penn State, man. He could be a head coach in the NFL soon. He's not coming back here. I don't know why he would come to college again.
Yeah.
A lot of NFL guys. I thought Cliff Kingsbury would be a possibility. Robert Saleh, you know.
Yeah.
So.
We just need an offensive coach though, I feel like. Saleh's a great DC, but I mean, I don't know.
Yeah. And that's the thing, man. Franklin's bread and butter was quarterback. It was offense. He would never get hired as a coordinator anywhere. Why would anyone do that? So I just don't know what he's going to do, man. That's why I think he's going to go to TV, because no one's going to hire him as an OC. He was horrible. Mike McDaniel, he's a weirdo, so no.
Mike McDaniel experience is so bad.
Bro, he's a weirdo, man. I remember when he got hired, one of his first interviews was on Pat McAfee. Pat McAfee was like, this is either going to be the greatest coach of all time, or he's going to be one of the biggest flops. And
I don't know how McDaniel survived an interview process for a head coaching job. I feel like that I don't know how a GM like or whatever president goes through the interview and says this is our guy, because he did not articulate himself well in that interview at all for the Dolphins job.
I don't understand the whole like Capri's fad with coaches. I really don't get that. I know they're comfortable. They're called flood pants. I wear them sometimes too, but I'm not a head coach. So I just don't understand that. And he is the epitome of flood pants on the sideline. I mean, he looks like he's just a weirdo, man. I mean, you're a Dolphins fan,
Yeah.
Prior to Oregon, that was hostile, and Franklin just decided to quit on winning because down by 3 scores against UCLA and showing little to no emotion. I mean, he never really did show emotion, but yeah, he absolutely quit on the team 100%. After Oregon, he quit on the team. If you saw his face after that Oregon loss, he never really looked like that before. I mean, it was a different type of feeling. Like, yeah, like I know I'm cooked. Like Urban, Freeman, Kiffin. Meyer equals great recruiter, strong locker room, wins the big games. Weakness, huge losses to terrible teams, Purdue and Iowa. If the goal is to take down Ohio State and Michigan, it's Urban Meyer. Yeah. That's the thing, man. Matt Rule, does he beat Ohio State and Michigan? Does he beat Oregon? USC? Does he do that at Penn State?
Nebraska's playing right now. 0-0.
By the way, Miami's down by 4. And
Nebraska's 0-0.
I'm going to try to find it.
But do you think Rule would, if Nebraska's in the playoffs, do you think he would leave for the job? Because I feel like, don't we need to have a coach, in the middle of the playoffs?
mean, I think it would be, December, we would hire someone. But the thing is, Urban Meyer could start right now.
Yeah.
So tomorrow, say tomorrow, the headline is Nick Saban hired. I would be extremely happy, but I would not be surprised. If it said Urban Meyer hired, I wouldn't be surprised. If it said Joe Brady, I wouldn't be surprised. If it said Matt Rule, that's the thing, man. If Matt Rule comes in, can he beat the big teams like Franklin could not? I don't know.
Yeah. We don't know.
Dana Holgerson, who's on the camera right now, is an absolute lunatic, and I love it. He's the former head coach of West Virginia. So, yeah. Urban, maybe Freeman, unlikely. Kiffin ain't leaving the South. Who would surprise you? Yeah, and I just heard that he's in talks of getting an extension right now. Gruden, yeah, I mean, I don't know, man. He has coached for a while. I don't think he has ever coached big time in college. So that just wouldn't really make all that much sense. Also, how much more would it cost? 1, payrolls buyout, and 2, how much more does he need to be paid annually to leave? He's making 8.5 right now. That's the thing. James Franklin being fired set a ripple effect through college football. Lane Kiffin's getting more money. Signetti is getting more money. Literally within a week, he's getting more, days he got more money. Freeman, who knows? Maybe they'll extend him, which they should if they haven't. I mean, I don't know what his contract is, but they need to extend him if they don't want to lose him. I mean, it set a ripple effect, man. Every coach out there in the back of their mind is am I going to get a call? Deion Sanders is definitely being considered. There are no barriers to hire Urban Meyer. Yep, exactly. Mm-hmm. Just somebody that can attract big-time offense and defense line talent. Yep. You can thank Melvin Tucker for that domino effect. Melvin Tucker. Who's that?
Is that not the Michigan State coach, Mel Tucker? He had I think he had
Yeah. Yeah, I forgot about that. I forgot about that freaking guy. He
Him
was
and
like
Terrence
what? He
Martin.
was like what did he do?
I don't know. There was some sort of scandal around him, I think. I forgot
There
what
was a scandal
happened.
with some girl, I think.
Yeah.
Good point, Murray. Vanderbilt OC would especially, yeah, former Spartan coach. Yep. Yeah, Vanderbilt OC, that would, yeah. See, that's another thing. The Vanderbilt head coach, he's another possibility. But I think, first of all, what Kraft is doing right now, and I can't, I can only say so much, but he's swinging right now. Deion Sanders, Nick Saban, Urban Meyer, everybody. He's got every big name that you could think of, he's going after right now. I guarantee it. And that's what I've heard. But, yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I think Matt Rule, again, makes the most sense. But can he win the big games? Because that's the thing, man. Like, it's crunch time right now. And Pat Kraft was definitely fully prepared for that. And he was already talking to people, I guarantee you. Because, again, I won't mention any names, but it didn't take long for certain coaches to be, coming to town and being talked to. And Penn State is a hot babe who broke up with her boyfriend, and all the mid-tier programs protecting their boyfriends from leaving. Vandy coach ain't leaving. Clark Lee, don't sleep on Ole Miss linebacker coach Toa or two. He's been their unsung hero for the program. Vandy's coach is at his alma mater. Matt is a great decision at Nebraska. I doubt he'll take the Penn State coach. Bro, if you're Matt Rule and you don't take this Penn State job, I think you're crazy. Seriously. I think you're crazy. I don't think he'll ever win it at Nebraska. I don't know, Joe. I could be wrong, but what do you think?
I mean, I agree, because if he doesn't take the job, his alma mater is going to be mad at him regardless. So, I mean, I feel like he's going to be kind of forced to take it. I mean, he'd want to take it, but like for his reputation in the Penn State circles, I feel like if we really want him, I feel like he's got to come. And they just signed they have another like almost 5-star quarterback, I think, in 2027 or something that he'd probably bring with him.
Well, if you guys want to, there's a good possibility that we're watching our offense right now against Minnesota. So tune in. Nebraska does have more recent national championships. They were a force in the 90s. Yeah, they won one in 94 when they gave. Now, if Penn State would have played Nebraska in 94, we would have beat the brakes off of them. My God, that would have been ugly. Man, do you see that Dylan Raiola freaking Pat Mahomes throw right just now? He just did a Pat Mahomes, bro. The scary part is because Kraft is clearly saying we are going all in on an unproven winner, not just potential alone. And there are a few people that came to mind immediately as a grand slam hire. All right, who came to mind? Jared Allen. 1994 team was impressive. Oh, that's one of the best offenses of all time in college football. They were unstoppable. And that Oregon team that year, man, like they weren't a bad team. Salam won the Heisman over Kajana, which what would your top 5 favorites be to get the job, 1 through 5? By the way, if you guys haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe. And we are monetized now, so I applied, and soon you guys will be able to support us on here. So that's awesome. But Joe, can you give your 1 through 5?
Probably Meyer. I mean, are we including Saban in this? I mean, Saban, I guess, would be 1.
Whatever you want.
Meyer. I guess Rule would be 3. I think 4, I'm going to say Eli Drinkowitz, just because of the whole Pabula and his factor in the region. And then maybe 5, I'll say Matt Campbell at the moment.
So what would your top 5 favorite? I'm assuming he means who do we want, top 5?
Yeah.
Urban Meyer, Nick Saban, Marcus Freeman, Matt Rule, and then Joe Brady, that'd have to be my 5.
Oh, yeah, Joe Brady's definitely there. Probably after Rule.
Miami 2001 was better. I don't know, man. They didn't have Kerry Collins playing quarterback. Collins and Carter split the vote for Heisman. Yeah, that was – yeah. Yeah, that's the thing. That hurt them both because they were both on the same team. Saying if you asked you immediately who is a Grand Slam coach available, like when Ohio State got Urban Meyer, Michigan got Harbaugh, I don't think we have anyone who's currently coaching, really. Saying if asked you immediately. Okay. Grand Slam coach available, Urban Meyer. That's the guy. That is the guy that would be a Grand Slam that they could hire immediately. And honestly, guys, like, here's the thing. Alabama, okay, they had Donald Trump at their commencement speech, okay? I love Donald Trump. I'm saying Nick Saban brought Donald Trump to their commencement at Alabama, okay? Penn State is not Alabama, okay? It's a pretty liberal school. I don't know about Pat Kraft. My guess is he's not liberal. But I don't know if Nick Saban would. I don't know about Nick Saban here, man. I don't know. John Harbaugh, yeah, it's a possibility. If he can bring Lamar. Natty Champ. That's a good question. I don't know, man. Like Miami, Ohio State, Indiana. I mean, we're going to find out a lot about Indiana and Ohio State here soon. You know?
Yeah. I think right now I got to say Miami. I mean, they play in the ACC. They probably won't get banged up as much as these Big Ten.
Miami, that's the thing. Alabama's so sneaky too. You know?
Oh, yeah. Alabama's pretty good.
But, yeah, that Pat Mahomes throw by Raiola was insane. He just did it over a linebacker into a covering corner. Yeah. They're just so, like, I don't know, man. I don't know what's going to happen. You know, here's the thing. What we have to look forward to is a new coach, new quarterback, James Franklin being a clown on game day. And we're going to find out who our new head coach is here, you know, probably by Christmas. Probably by Christmas.
I hope.
Louisville 14, Miami 10. Yeah, I know. Donald Trump,
really
James.
Do you really think would hire a team that, like, a coach of a team who's like in the playoff by Christmas? You think they would leave?
Well, I mean, like Matt Rule. So if they made the playoffs, right?
Yeah.
They're probably losing in the first round. So that would be like December. So yeah, they would probably lose in the first round, and then he'd be hired at Penn State. Marcus Freeman, they're not making the playoff.
I mean, if they beat USC, their next hardest game is Army. So I mean, there's nobody.
I think they'll lose in the first round with Timu Derek Carr as their quarterback. So yeah, I think we'll know by December. I think we'll know by like at least mid-December who our next coach is, and it's gonna be, yeah.
I'm excited.
But I don't know. Jared Allen said Donald Trump, James Franklin, big game James. That's what they call him. That's what they say. Now it's a small game James. Next it'll be no game James. Yeah, I'm gonna work on my Trump impression because it's actually not that hard to do. But I want to be able to talk like Donald Trump. Yeah. So that will happen. But Joe, you have anything else to say?
Nothing much. I'm just excited for the game Saturday. We'll see how we look. Try to see Gronk tomorrow. So nothing. I'm just excited to see how this all shakes out.
Literally a brand new team. It's the first new team we've had since 2014 in Ireland.
I'm excited to see Kobe Howard play. Chaminade, same high school as Jeremiah Smith. You never know.
He's going to transfer, bro. He's been disrespected so much here.
I know. That's what I'm saying. He better play. So maybe he won't leave.
Terry's got to play everybody. He benched AJ Harris.
Yeah.
I mean, who would ever think that after one bad play? Because that's the first time I've seen AJ Harris on camera since he's been here. Because he's always locking his guy down.
Yeah.
You know? Then the one time they show him, he's giving up a touchdown. So, I don't know. It's interesting. I'll say
hopefully
that.
he stays. That's what I'm saying. We have to play him now.
Nick Saban went to Penn State games as a kid with his father, Lou. Not to be confused with Lou, the football coach. Yeah, Lou Saban and Nick are not related. Yeah, because he's from West Virginia, man. Like, that's the thing. This is a home run program, a home run job. You're talking New York, some of the biggest cities in the world: Boston, New York, Jersey, West Virginia. That their biggest college is Penn State. That's the biggest college there is. The whole East Coast, the whole Northeast will all be Penn State fans.
Yeah, great region for recruiting.
Yeah, first start from what we have. Yep. Terry said they were emotionally distraught. He didn't practice for a day. God damn. Nick Saban was my DB coach at football camp at Kent State. Cool. Knew who was host. Nice. Yeah, so I went to several football camps, Murray. West Virginia, Ohio State, Penn State. Went to one in Connecticut. I went to one at Paramus when Jarrell Peppers was still in school there. Yeah, I've been all over the country with that stuff. But Joe, you want to stay on here? You want to keep going, or you want to hop off? Like, what do you want to do?
I guess it's up to you. I mean, I do want to watch the football games, but it seems like they're at halftime right now. Let me see the breath.
Already?
Miami's at half. The other one's end of the first quarter. So I just looked.
Pittsburgh with Jackie Sherrill. Murray, how old are you? Bro, is Ole Miss and Missouri playing right now? They're not playing right now. Oh, that's women's volleyball. My bad. 60, Murray 60. Oh, okay, so you were there back in the day. You know, last week, Penn State played Oregon in soccer, women's. And I was at Wegmans, and I saw them, and I'm like, whew. Some of them were pretty. Like I saw a few of them walking around, and then I noticed their Oregon stuff, and I was like, okay, they must be athletes. But they had a big bus there. They must have been eating there at Wegmans. I mean, I don't know. I don't know, guys. I don't know. But check out my episode with Tyler Smith last night, former Penn State basketball player. Played on the team that made it the furthest in the tournament, Sweet 16. Played with Joe Chrisman, who we've had on here, and we're going to try to get him on again. Assistant head coach. Check out my interview with Sean Semenko. He is, I can't say exactly what he's doing, but he's going to be working with big conservative names. Myron Gaines, Stephen Crowder, Milo Yiannopoulos. Check that out. Talked about Charlie Kirk. What else?
Well, I did see some basketball Big Ten posts, and it picked us last. So I don't think that'll happen. I think we have a pretty good team. All right, Mark just disconnected, guys. He'll be right back. Let's see. After you. A new up and coming coach. I don't know. What do you got? What are the odds that we hire a coordinator I don't know. And if so, which coordinator? Oregon, Will Stein, maybe. It's being brought up. And then obviously, like, Brian Hartline's getting brought up, but I don't really know how possible that is. Mark's back.
Yeah, it resets randomly. I don't know why.
Yeah.
Thanks for holding down the fort.
Yeah, you're good.
All right, what did I miss? How close, Murray? You're 60. Okay. Well, thanks for your comments, man. How close do you think Miami and Ohio State would be? You trying to rage bait everybody or what? After 7 years, Urban Meyer's tempted by that Penn State gig because hollering at sweaty linebackers beats fishing when you are bored as a possum. Garrett, not even close. Ohio State by 11.5. Yeah, I think Ohio State. Steven Crowder, man, absolutely. We need a new up-and-coming coach.
Oh, yeah, Joe Brady, for sure.
Yep. Is Milo coming to Penn State? So that's the thing, man. Sean, I had him on, and what they're trying to do right now, especially Steven Crowder, is they're not telling people when they're coming for obvious reasons. Yeah. So, yeah, Milo's going to be there at some point. I'm sure Steven Crowder will be. Myron Gaines will be there. They're all going to be there at some point, but they just can't say when because, yeah. Brady in the NFL. Yeah. Ohio State will demolish Wisconsin. Yeah. Wisconsin is absolute trash. They're horrible. But yeah, Joe. I mean, I don't know, man. Myron was just here a few days ago. Okay. Wait, where are you at, Vance? Baylor's head coach would be a sleeper pick for head coach. Joe, what do you look? Are you watching the game?
Nah, I'm just trying to see if I see anything on Twitter, like any updates.
Yeah, it's like hitting the lottery, man. You know, maybe if we stay on here long enough, something will happen. Like, what are you searching?
I don't know. My whole explore page or For You page on Twitter is all Penn State stuff. I mean, I just saw Saquon said something about Franklin 2 hours ago. I guess he was asked a question about it.
You know what's funny about people saying that my sources are from X? Like, the last time I was on X, it was random. I was on X checking on Puka Nacua because he was injured, because he's on my fantasy team. And then it popped up, Pete Thamel, Franklin fired. And I hadn't been on X for I don't know how long before that, and I haven't been on there since, so I'm not even on X. I mean, Rayola is going to come with Roll if he comes here, 100%, whether anyone likes that or not.
No, I think he's good. He just has Rayola has Nebraska ties, though. That's the only thing I have. It might hold him back from coming with. I think his dad played there.
Bro, why? If I search Penn State football, why am I getting stuff from like August?
Nah, that happens to me too.
That's weird. Yeah, man, Franklin just, when it comes to just his overall ability to prepare and win a big game, it just wasn't there. I had no confidence in him, man, ever. And like Poindexter, none of his coaches, man. I mean, I don't have much confidence in any of the coaches either, because he could just step in and mingle and whatever, and he did that. So trap game for Minnesota. I mean, they've had a lot of distractions. Hate to see Penn State as a dog in Iowa. I mean, What's a Cignetti do that makes him so good? He wins. Google. I don't know, man. He's arrogant. Like, he's cocky. Very cocky. He's definitely a cocky guy. By the way, I got a PS3, Joe.
Mm-hmm.
I got a PS3 and Black Ops 1 and Black Ops 2. I've just been playing zombies.
It's fun.
It's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Old school, man. That is a classic game. James Madison, DC has great second of adjustment. Something Penn State should keep an eye on. Again, guys, we are now monetized, so you guys can support us soon. I applied, and it's in progress, so I'll be waiting to hear back from them. So you guys will be able to do super chats. You'll be able to tip us in the chat. We'll be able to do memberships. I'm going to try to get some ideas from you guys as to what kind of content you want in the membership side. I'd like to do a membership side, like $5 a month, man. Like, that's it. You know, just something that you guys can support us, and we'll get you some extra content, I guess. Thanks, Murray. But yeah, if you haven't yet, please subscribe and share it with your friends. Were you going to say something, Joe?
Nah, I'm just seeing.
Yeah.
I just saw
that.
Yeah,
Vance, you're 100% right. Like, yeah. He wants the job at Penn State, Meyer. He does. He wants it 100%. And if Pat Kraft has anything to do with it, he's not sleeping right now, bro. He's probably trying to get Urban Meyer. My guess is Urban Meyer is the absolute front runner in terms of
who see what the odds are, if there's any, like, if I search.
I think Urban Meyer's like -110.
I'll search it.
I'm just kidding. That would be ridiculous. Urban Meyer's -700. Devin Beanie said 9 hours ago in one of my shorts, Freeman isn't leaving Notre Dame. So we'll have to let
I see James Franklin odds. Virginia Tech is like the favorite, +200.
Yeah, that would make the most sense for him. He'll bring in Brent Pry too, and they'll suck. But like, depending on where he goes, man. Like, if he goes to Virginia Tech, they'll have a statue of him outside. Like, he'll win there. Like,
yeah.
No doubt. Kraft needs to ask the question himself because they have the crowd, they have the pregame stuff. Like, that's a good fit for him. Kraft needs to ask the question to himself when hiring this coach. Would I bet my life on this hire because that's how important this pick is? Yeah. So Urban Meyer, yeah, or Nick Saban.
Yeah.
Bring in Urban Meyer. Flip Dalen Rayola to Penn State. Flip a starter from Indiana. Bring in Marcus Freeman as a GA, and bring in Brian Hartline, and then bring in Lane Kiffin as your OC. What do you think? What do you think, Joe? What do you think?
I think Ohio State will still say that they have a better staff.
Bro, Ohio State could go into Walmart, get 22 guys, and they'd still say they're better than us. I mean, dude, like
they would still have a better staff than us.
Bro, Ohio State fans act like Urban Meyer was like born in Ohio Stadium, which is such a stupid name for a stadium. But they act like he was like born in there. It's like, you guys, he didn't even want to go there first. Like, he was going to be hired at Penn State.
Yeah.
If Pat Kraft does it right.
There's a video on YouTube of Urban Meyer talking about the UCLA update. I don't know if you've seen it, but I thought that was interesting.
What'd he say?
Oh, the UCLA upset with Penn State. Just like why upsets happen and all this stuff. But it was cool. He was talking about Penn State in it.
It makes way too much sense to get Meyer. I don't like the sob but as a pure program, momental change, move. It's a move. Like I said, we're all talking about head coaches right now. We could literally get all of these coaches on our staff. Just bring in, again, Urban Meyer as the coach, Lane Kiffin as the OC, Matt Rule as the DC, Marcus Freeman as a GA, Brian Hartline as everything else. Why not?
Yeah. Why not? I'd be excited if we got Urban. Because a lot of recruits.
The board is not going to approve Urban Meyer contract he left quietly from Columbus. I don't know, man. I don't know. I hope he does. I hope they do. That's the thing. My feeling right now is Meyer is they're trying to get Meyer. If there's one job he would leave for, man, it's Penn State. If he wanted to go to Florida, he would have gone a while ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, it just makes sense, you know?
I mean, it's only going to be a few years. It's not like the board's got to, like, deal with Urban Meyer forever. I mean, it's just a quick swing. He'll probably be in and out and then set us up right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, Joe. In order to keep this thing somewhat short and manageable, well, we can hop off. Thanks for coming on, man.
Yeah, it was good.
We'll be on tomorrow night for post game. You can come on, Joe, if you want.
We'll see what the mood is after the game.
Yeah, and eventually I want to do an interview with your dad. You know, a Letterman.
Yeah,
he can talk about his time with Joe and his current thoughts on the team. And I know he's been going through it, man, with this stuff. He's been really upset, and that's, yeah.
We gotta get him on. He loves doing this type of stuff too. So I know we can definitely get him on. I just think, I don't know. He just doesn't want to go on and like trash Franklin. I'm just like, no need for that. Yeah.
He'd fit right in.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Thank you for tuning in again. Please subscribe, support us. We're monetized now, so once the application process is done, then you guys will be able to support us on here. So, and we're probably going to start some memberships, and I want to get some ideas from you guys as to what you would want from a membership. So,
yes.
You guys have a good night. Joe, again, thanks for coming on, and we will see you guys tomorrow night for postgame.
All right. See you guys.